This is Don DeBartolo, a senior commodity broker and market strategist with Daniels Trading in Chicago. I'm also the trader behind the Trade Spotlight advisory service. Trade Spotlight's broken up into three segments. I cover the futures, commodity options, and spreads. This is Beyond the Spotlight, a video that will spotlight two or three markets that may become trading opportunities for this week. This week begins with Monday, May 3rd, 2021. Please pause the video and read the disclosures to understand the risks involved with futures and commodity options trading. Let us jump straight into the first chart. This is June 2021 30-year Treasury Bonds. I've had this chart on the spotlight for a bit now because I've been waiting for this longer term inverted head and shoulders formation. Picture someone standing on their head. You've got the head of the formation, which is the 12-month contract low. That low was 153.07 from March 18th. Then you have the left shoulder, right shoulder. And typically what you're looking for is a breakout of the neckline. Though you can see we came off a steep decline and then have been trading sideways. We almost have a channel formation as well, with some of these recent highs forming the top and some of these recent lows forming the bottom. A 20-day moving average just crossed over a 50-day moving average. Looks to be on Thursday, Friday last week. And my momentum indicator, this is my stochastics indicator, is turning up. The trend is still flat. I like to see the trend turn up, but I'm looking for an opportunity to go long on a break of this upper trend line and this pivot point high. That high, let me get that for you, is 159.01 from the 15th of April. So looking to go long on a break of that high. So an email will come out here shortly, most likely this week, to go long the 30-year bonds. Stop losses, on the other side of this channel, that might be too much risk. You're looking at 3 handles. It's over $3,000 risk. That's a lot for a futures contract. We can look at options, looking at a call spread. Perhaps my target is up in here between 164 and 165 handle. So getting filled about 159. You're looking at about a 4.5 handle target on it. I don't want to risk more than 2 handles. We can look at below these recent lows or maybe this 20-day moving average, but the details will be in the email that I will send out. Okay, let's move on to the next chart. This is the July 2021 cocoa. This is a new chart. I've been watching cocoa though for a while. You can see we're in a channel formation, roughly. This area I've drawn off is where most of the trading action has occurred, with some breakouts that never really follow through. So I have another 2 trend lines drawn off to show a larger channel formation. We had a sell-off last week below all these moving averages, but you can see the trend is down. The momentum, though, is getting to a point where it's potentially oversold. So I do want to watch to see if the market drops into this next channel. If it does, that'll set up a potential buying opportunity. Though if the market checks up at this lower trend line here and the momentum starts to hook over, that too can set up a buying opportunity. And then I would just look for it to trade back, hopefully through these moving averages to the top of this range around the 25.50 mark, and that would be my potential target. You can place a stop below these recent lows here or these moving averages, but all depends on where a fill might occur. So put this on the radar. No setup just yet, but watching the July 2021 cocoa for potential trade to the upside. And the third chart today is the July 2021 cotton chart. I have a 1, 2, 3 top formation drawn off. This is a trend reversal formation. It starts with the 12-month contract high is the number 1 point. That's 96.22 from February 25th. Market sold off to create this pivot point, which is the number 2 point at 78.15 on March 26th. Turned around, rallied. Did not take out the 12-month contract high, traded up to this high last week was 91.66 on the 27th of April, and now is rolling back over. Typically, you go short on a break of the number 2 point with the 1, 2, 3 top formation, but that's nearly 800 points from where we're trading right now. So I'm actually looking at a break of this pivot point low from last week. Let me get that low on here. 86.06 on the 29th of April. I'm looking for a break of that low to ride this market down. You can see my trend is starting to turn lower. This is the MACD indicator. My stochastics indicator is showing strong downside momentum. You do have a 20-day moving average pointed up, however, after this rally that was just put in. The 50-day is rolling over. A cross of these two would be bullish, so I'd like to see the 20-day start to hook over and that not occur. But this is a trade that can set up for this week. We can have the order working, resting below this low to sell on a breakout. Stops can go above these recent highs here. Downside target, I would be looking for a trade down to that number 2 point. And once again, that number 2 point was 78.15 from the 26th of March. So that's the target on this trade. So this one will probably come out as well this week, the July 2021 cotton. So here's what those emails look like. This is a soybean spread that was sent out beginning of April, so you get the timestamp to know when it came out, a write-up of the trade, precise entry, order, stop, and target, so you know the risk reward per trade, a chart that you can click to open up and view. If you're not following the Trade Spotlight, I encourage you to do so. You can go to danielstrading.com, click on Advisories, then under Technical Analysis, you'll find the Trade Spotlight where you can read more, see the recent posts, and then click the orange button to subscribe. It's a free 90-day trial offer. Otherwise, I offer it free to clients of mine in the firm. Here's all my contact information. If you have any questions on any of the charts, the markets in general, trading in general, feel free to reach out. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen, and happy trading.